All right, so day 143, Monday night. It's around 11:30 at night. And if you're new to this, I document myself every day building my business models, LBOs, QLA. So let's get straight to it. Today I did cold call. Today was a very busy day. I did a mix of everything. The main takeaways was from my email campaigns. I really adjusted that today. And direct mail, that's another thing I'm going to talk about. Cold calling and the valley of despair, that's another thing I want to talk about. So if you guys have ever heard of Alex Hormozy, I'm not gonna sit here and regurgitate exactly what he said, but he said something very interesting, and I feel like it's kind of what I'm going through. And by the way, at this point, day 140 something, it's getting crazy, man. I've been doing this like for a good minute, right? And results don't come in 100 days. They don't come in 140 days. They come after a long period of time being consistent. And I feel like this last week could have been way better. So I want to improve it, right? I want to sleep early today. I want to wake up early. And I say that every time, and then I just end up staying up. And you guys have seen that pattern. So I'm going to want to finish this video, get to sleep. But back to the point, right? Valley of despair. And it's very interesting that he talks about this. I wrote it in my notes. So it's 5 steps that a person goes through when they're starting a business. Step number 1, they go through uninformed optimism. So it's like when you're super excited about what you're starting and you don't really know what to expect, but you're just excited. It's uninformed optimism. That's step 1. And you know what's funny about that is most of the people that did these series, like day 1 to 10K or whatever, a lot of people did this exact series, but after 30 days they stop doing it. After the uninformed optimism, they just give up. Okay, but step number 2, you got the informed pessimism. So once you realize like, oh, like this isn't actually all sunshines and rainbows, like there's actually some faults in this business model. Like it's not perfect. It's not the most unique thing I thought it was, right? Some people give up at step 2. And then step 3 is called the valley of despair. And I think that's where I'm at. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a year off. Maybe I'm 2 years off. Maybe I'm more than that. Who knows? I don't think so. I believe in myself. I have the mindset. And I feel like at this point in where I'm at, I really need to revisit the mindset stage. Like when I first started off with QLA, man, like my mindset was so on point. And then after like taking a lot of like L's and hurdles and stuff like that, you got to revisit the mindset. That's what I think. So at the valley of despair, man, this is where a lot of people give up, where it gets hard. Basically, like the valley of death. And then most people quit and then they recycle. They go back to step 1. They become optimistic and then informed pessimistic, and then valley of despair, and then boom, recycle. Try a new thing. But some people, they stick within the valley of despair, and then they make it through, and they become informally optimistic. So basically, they know the game. Like they understand, okay, this is actually how you can make some money if you do it this way, this target area. Like push all your energy here. Do it like this, not like that. And then eventually, step 5, you become successful. So the point I'm at, 140 days in, a lot of people give up and then they recycle. They do the new thing, they do the next thing, they do the next thing. But we're gonna stick with it. We're gonna keep going. I'm seeing sparks of hope. Like today with my email campaigns, I'm getting some people that are interested. Now they're not booking any meetings, but they are interested. They're going back and forth. So I'm seeing some kind of results. And if you've seen yesterday's video, guys, yesterday I was so busy. I was so busy yesterday. I had my very first term sheet from the bank. If you don't know what that is, It's basically like the parameters of what a bank will give you a loan on for commercial lending, not like a house. Like there's all kinds of loans, right? So we're looking for commercial loans. So that was great. And I was supposed to continue doing the cold calls for the banks today, but my list wasn't complete. So it takes some extra time. I was supposed to get numbers from some of the sellers I was speaking with recently. Haven't got them today. I was texting them, talking to them, and they were telling me what was going on. I still didn't get it, basically. And that's just something I have to deal with, man. I think the mindset part is so important. It is so important, man. But one good news from today was the email campaigns. Like I made like a fire script. I made like a couple scripts and I upgraded my account. So now I could do A and B testing. And I could send more emails, stuff like that. I'm not gonna send more, but I could put like more contacts. I basically upgraded my account. So we're gonna A and B test. So I'm excited to see the results on that. And there's some other ideas that I want to try out. Don't necessarily want to share it right now. Maybe I can make it like an experiment, make it into a nice video or whatever. But all in all, it just feels like one of those days where like you're on the treadmill, you're like moving, but like you're not going anywhere. And the greatest expression is that you want to be like a duck. You know, like on the surface of the water, you're like smooth sailing. But then underneath the water, you're going like this. Right? That's how you want to be. But those were the main points, man. I think, okay, so how would I want the mindset to be? How would I fix it? I really think like I've been overthinking it all. Like it really comes down to just doing more, you know what I mean? Like, okay, why did I stop doing cold calls for like the last week or two? Like I saw some people's comments and I deal with a lot of gatekeepers. Okay, but maybe it's not. I realized today like it's not 2,000 cold calls. It's 2,000 sellers that you have to speak with. So how many sellers did I speak with today? The thing is today I'm at the point where like I have so many lists where I'm like bouncing in between the lists. I need like a CRM, right? So I really don't know how many cold calls I did. It was somewhere around 100. And yeah, 100 like speaking with people because like they're all gatekeepers. You have to deal with them and shit. But yeah, I spoke with maybe like five owners. They all weren't interested. And honestly, from all the people I've spoken with, and so far throughout my experience, the best way to contact owners hasn't been cold calling. And even if you cold call them, they want to see an email. Like they want to know who you are, what your company is, your website. So emails have been the best so far. But mailing is going to be the second best. I really feel it. I spoke with another guy. He told me he had a 30% response rate on his direct mail campaign. And he's shown me and shared scripts with me. It's very like direct to the point. And I was looking at different websites trying to set it up today. And direct mail is expensive, man. It's like almost like $1 per letter you send, which is it adds up. So if you have a list of like 5,000, 10,000 contacts, that's almost like $8,000 to $10,000 for all those leads. It's a lot of money. So ideally, when you do mail, you want to like really target the people. But yeah, it adds up over time. There's like small things like pay for all these softwares. I really need to nail down my spending, man. Like I noticed this month, like I need to really nail it down. With the whole Facebook ads that went crazy the other day, yeah, it was wild. Like I need to control my spending. Also, I really want to be known as the person that follows his word. I'm not showing y'all like all like the boring stuff. Me like on the computer trying to figure out scripts and testing out scripts and testing out different softwares, or cold calling and dealing with gatekeepers, and like all it's a lot of boring shit, right? But another thing I want to talk about is not yesterday's video. I think it was the day before. It was day 141. I didn't post that video. I posted. So what happened was I was really busy that day when it was posting, and I didn't really pay attention. I posted the same video twice by accident. So that day, 141, when it uploaded, I noticed it was the same video that I uploaded the day before. So I put it on private, and I forgot to upload the new one. So like day 141 is like in the archives, man. Like it's on my phone. Like I didn't upload it on time, and now I don't think I should upload it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So if you're watching at this point, man, this is just part of the stages. It's not fun. It's not pretty. But I think if you could stay consistent on something for like a year or two, you should get some kind of like real-time results. Like if you're really consistently doing it, like you do something for it every single day, there's no way you don't see something out of it. No way. I'll get better at finding these deals, get better at the whole thing, honestly. But yeah.